Your voice, your opinion, your community. Fact TV, free speech, protected.
Are you sick of looking at Netflix and you don't know what to watch?
So many movies out there, you don't know which ones are good, which ones were bad.
You curious about what's out there?
I'm Joey Powers.
I'm Don Trettler.
This is The Best Pictures.
The ones you don't want to miss.
Hit it. Say hello to my little friend.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
Winners go home and prom queen.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
I don't deserve this. Deserves got nothing to do with it.
No sequel for you.
Hi, and welcome to another edition of The Best Pictures. I'm one of your hosts, Joey Powers.
Hey, and I'm Don Trettler. Welcome to the show.
Yes, welcome indeed. Want to start off with the weekend box office report. A very, very slow weekend. West Side Story was only the new major release. A very dismal $10.5 million on over 2,700 screens.
Right, a big film, though.
Yeah, I expected. I mean, the one thing I would say, I guess, is that there's not really, other than like Ansel Elgort, I don't think I recognize anybody else that's in it.
That's a good point.
You know,
there's
because,
no big stars.
I mean, he's not a huge star. You know, Baby Driver was very successful. But other than that, yeah, there's not a lot of big names in it. But still, being such a previously very highly acclaimed film, and the fact that Steven Spielberg directed it, I expected a lot more than that.
Right.
It actually barely beat out Encanto, who was in its third weekend, and that got 9.4 million. Ghostbusters still going strong at 7.1. House of Gucci a little over 4, and rounding out the top 5 was Eternals with 3.1. And the Kurt Warner biography, National Champions, opened on a little under 1,200 screens to a very dismal 300,000, average at $250 a theater.
Wow.
So it was not a big weekend at the box office at all.
Yeah, I wonder why that is. I wonder if everybody's staying in, or they're going Christmas shopping.
Yeah, maybe. Or maybe, you know, people are still a little hesitant to be in big crowds.
Yeah.
That could very well be the case.
Well, that's true, because I had concert tickets this past weekend to go see some bands with Jake, and they canceled out a couple of days before somebody contracted COVID in Baltimore, and that was the end of that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's still out there. No, I forgot what I was going to say.
Oh, I interrupted you.
No, that's okay. That's okay. I was going to say, we're both excited for Nightmare Alley.
Yeah, coming up next weekend.
Opening this weekend, you know. Guillermo Del Toro. I haven't seen a lot of Guillermo Del Toro. I did want to watch The Shape of Water, but the whole subtitles thing kind of acts that.
I'm trying to think what else he did. Hellboy.
I saw Hellboy. I actually liked Hellboy. You know.
Pan's Labyrinth.
Yep, I like that too.
That was another big one.
I didn't see the second Hellboy, though.
No, I didn't. I think his versions are really good. I think they remade Hellboy, and it wasn't his, and it was...
Oh, did they?
Not as good, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I don't remember who played Hellboy, but it's not
Ron
Perlman.
He was pretty good, I thought.
Yeah.
I think he's pretty good in general. I think he's a pretty good actor.
He is.
That show, Sons of Anarchy, did you ever see that?
No.
I thought he was pretty good in that.
I'm trying to think what other Guillermo del Toro movies. Crimson Peak, which I didn't like.
Crimson Peak.
That was his.
I honestly think the only one I have seen is Hellboy. You know, because he doesn't have a huge body of work.
No.
But I feel like all of his movies are pretty violent. That's what I've heard.
Yeah.
You know, you said The Shape of Water, the end was pretty graphic, right?
Yeah. I was surprised that one won Best Picture, but...
He won Best Director, too.
I guess it's cool. I mean, if something different wins and it's not your, formula picture for what's going to be a Best Picture, why not?
Well, something tells me this one might be up there, considering the cast, the director, and the theme, you know.
Right.
Sounds like it could very well be an Oscar grabber or attention getter.
So West Side Story, I mean, what do you think? Do you think musicals are making money nowadays?
I don't know. I mean, now it's hard to tell nowadays because we've never been Like the situation that we have right now, it's just,
Right.
It's just hard because, I mean, look at what Venom 2 did. I didn't expect it to make nearly as much money as it did.
Right.
And it just opened
Yeah,
huge.
that's surprised.
Yeah.
That's a surprise how huge that one got.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that Eternals isn't bigger.
I know. I mean, Bond did good, but I mean, it's not like, Skyfall did like over 300 million domestically, and that's not even going to come close to 200. So, I don't know, but I've also heard from a lot of people that Daniel Craig is their least favorite Bond.
Really?
Yeah. My uncle is a huge Bond fan. His favorite was Sean Connery, which I think that's probably the consensus for most people.
Yeah.
I didn't really see too many Connerys. Mine was always Pierce Brosnan because I was
I
growing
like
up
him
when
too,
he
yeah.
was doing it. So
Yeah, I just generally like Pierce Brosnan too.
yeah, I think he's a good actor.
I watched one with the other guy too that was in between.
Roger Moore.
No. Roger Moore was good too. There's another guy that's between like Roger Moore
And Pierce Brosnan.
and Pierce Brosnan. Timothy Dalton.
Oh, Dalton. Is he the one that did just one?
No, he did a few.
Isn't there
He might
one?
have done 3. Yeah, the one guy that did one was George Lazenby. He did one in like 1969, 1970. Not people's favorite one.
No.
I think everybody was so disappointed.
That's probably why he only did the one.
Right.
Like, no, we don't. Well, it's hard to follow up Connery, too. I mean, he was just an iconic person in general.
Yeah, I think Daniel Craig's okay. But he's
I
a
think
different.
he's a good actor in general.
He's
I
just
liked
a
him
different type of Bond. He's not quite as funny. So I mean, you wouldn't
Yeah.
have like these quips coming from him.
Yeah,
that
he's
are
definitely
really-
more serious.
Yeah.
And his movies, I feel like, are darker than the previous. Even Pierce Brosnan's, I feel like they're darker. Like they're more edgier,
Right.
and a little more violent too. I'd say. So Christmas Part 2 or Part 1000, whatever.
Yeah. So I picked up 2 Christmas movies that are at our library. This is called This Christmas. This one is called The Perfect Holiday. They're not at the library now because I've got them.
And he didn't watch them though.
I'll try to. I just barely got them today,
Oh,
and they just barely got them. I think.
they look pretty new.
Yeah, look, 12/21.
Yeah.
They date them so you know how long they got. So I'll watch them. I'll get them back into circulation for you people.
So I did watch a few more this past weekend. One that I was talking to you before we came on the air was Reindeer Games. Ben Affleck, Gary Sinise, Charlize Theron. I liked it. It only gets 5.6 on IMDb, so it doesn't.
Is that accurate, you think?
Probably. I mean, it's not the best movie in the world by far. Essentially, Ben Affleck is about to get released from prison, and like a couple days before he gets released, his cellmate, who has been talking to this very attractive woman on the outside, she's supposed to come and pick him up, like 2 days before Ben Affleck gets released, and he gets killed. He gets shivved or whatever in prison, and he dies. And so Ben Affleck goes and he sees her, and he pretends to be that guy, and then Gary Sinise plays the crazy brother that makes him help him rob a casino. Yeah, it's not the greatest movie in the world, but
Sounds like it could be fun.
I thought it was entertaining. Like I said, that's 3 pretty big actors, playing
Right.
the three lead roles.
Well, that's like I read a review. I don't know if it's true now. I read a review of Don't Look Up with Leonardo DiCaprio and Jennifer Lawrence,
yep.
which is going to become. I'm trying to think. Did it start at theaters? I forget what the deal is. Maybe it's a limited release in theaters or something. Anyway, the review was lousy on it.
Really?
Yeah, they felt like they just didn't hit it. They didn't get it on the.
Wow, because that's a really good cast.
It's a tremendous cast.
And that's who's the director? The guy that
Adam
did Vice,
McKay?
right? Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, so it's.
Yeah, that's kind of surprised. Because pretty much Leonardo DiCaprio, I think, is good in everything. I've never seen anything. Jennifer Lawrence, pretty much too. That's why me and you, when we talked about Mother, I still wanna.
And I just bought it. Did I tell you?
Oh, did you? No.
Yeah, I broke down. I was at the store. I saw it for $8, and I said, "God damn it, I'm getting it." Excuse my French.
Speaking of the package, I told you that came today. I broke down and did it, and I said I'd never watch it again. But one of them, it was only $5. Requiem for a Dream. I got it. And I know I'm gonna watch it again, and I'm gonna have nightmares because that movie is just, oh my god.
Right.
I literally have never seen a movie where there's 4 main leads in that. None of them have a happy ending whatsoever. None.
Right.
And it's just an absolute excellent film. I mean, it's like 8.2 or something like that on IMDb. but it's just wow. It's
intense.
It is. It really is.
I don't know. I don't think Mother got rated really well. It really didn't do well at the box office. No. I saw this lady at work that likes quirky movies, and I mentioned it to her. She liked it. So I said, oh, well.
Well, you got two heavyweights in that. I mean, Javier Bardem and Jennifer Lawrence, you know, right. I mean, there's two.
How bad can it be? That's the way I figure it.
I know. And being, I can't think of his name now, Aronofsky.
Yeah.
Movie.
So that was my Christmas present to myself. I broke down, I bought it on Blu-ray.
$8, that's not bad, because that's still,
that's what I thought.
Fairly new?
I figure I'll watch it a couple more times in my lifetime. So let's see. So I thought I was going to bring up about some of my favorite Christmas movies that I tend to watch at Christmas time. I know I wanted to hear what yours are. What's your favorite ones? Because, you know, you watch a lot more Christmas movies than I do.
Just one thing real quick. Mother had a 6.6.
Yeah, that's
not bad.
It's okay.
It's not great. But, then Reindeer Games. I watched, you know, the classic National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Did you go to see It's a Wonderful Life?
I did not. You knew I wasn't going to that time. Christmas Vacation's just fun, though. You know, everybody knows Clark Griswold, you know.
Right.
And, I don't know. It's a fun movie, you know. I liked it. I'm trying to think what the other one was, because there were 3. I already talked about While You Were Sleeping. Oh, man, I should have freaking written it down, because I don't remember what the other one was. But, what were you going to talk about?
Oh, I was just going to bring up some of my favorites, like Elf. Elf's one of my favorites.
Elf is fun, yeah. Elf is fun.
Elf is fun. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Yeah. That was at the theater. Did you realize that?
No.
Yeah, over the week on Saturday.
And this week is Polar Express.
Polar Express.
And
Christmas Story is tonight.
Village Square Booksellers sponsored it, and Coda and Coda is sponsoring Free Triple Ups.
Oh.
So that should be.
So it should be a mob scene.
Should be popular. The last time there were free Triple Ups, my buddy cleans the theater, and he took a picture and posted it on Facebook of the trash. There were a lot of Triple Ups that night.
Wow. I bet the line was super long.
Oh, I can imagine. And it was the Jim Carrey version of Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Oh, wow.
So it was already popular to begin with.
Yeah, definitely.
What about A Christmas Story?
I like it, and I liked it when it first came out, but now it's like I've seen it so many times.
It's such overkill.
Right.
You know, it's like I haven't seen that in years. I didn't like it to begin with.
Yeah, TBS used to run it consistently.
Non-stop from Christmas Eve all the way through the end of Christmas Day.
Do they still do that?
I don't know. I avoid that channel.
Yeah.
For that reason specifically.
So, yeah, I mean, I thought it was a good movie when it came out. I watched it for several Christmases, but now, like you say, it's so overdone.
It is. It's way overdone.
I probably won't peek at it again.
Now, what are your favorites of, like, the old classics? You know, like Santa Claus is Coming to Town, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, Frosty the Snowman.
Yeah, I like that.
You like all those? Because they're not technically movies, you know, because they're not long enough, and they're.
I guess I like the Rudolph one, and it has the Abominable Snowman.
Okay. Yep.
Isn't that the one where the guy?
Yeah. And what about the Grinch? The Grinch was always my favorite one because it always came on Thanksgiving night. Like, it's like setting you up for Christmas, you know?
Right.
So, and plus back when I was a kid, they didn't have a night football game like they do now. You know, they just started that not that long ago. But yeah, that was Thanksgiving every year. That's what we did. We watched
the Grinch
Stole Christmas. Yep.
What'd you think about the remake, the Grinch with Jim Carrey?
I don't like it as much as as much as the original. And there's also a new one, Illumination, just came out with a few years ago with Benedict Cumberbatch.
And he's the Grinch.
Yeah. I don't know if it's animated or not. I haven't seen it. Shocker, huh? But what about like Charlie Brown Christmas?
Oh, I like that one too. That's a good one once in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of some of the other ones. Frosty the Snowman. I guess it doesn't really have anything to do with Christmas, really.
Technically, no.
But
what about Frosty Returns? I can't believe they made a sequel to Frosty. I'm surprised they haven't tried to make a movie about Frosty. Oh, what about, did you ever see Jack Frost?
I'm not sure if I did.
Michael Keaton?
I'm not a big Michael Keaton fan, but I think, doesn't he get killed in the beginning?
I think so. I haven't seen it in a long time.
And he comes back as
Jack Frost. I think Kelly Preston's his wife, I want to say. I just don't remember liking it all that much. I told you about the Santa Claus, the movie with Dudley Moore.
Right.
Which was god-awful. Never watched that thing again.
That made people's Christmas list. I was looking at the...
I remember you saying that. I thought it was terrible.
Yeah.
And I like Dudley Moore, but not in that.
What about The Nightmare Before Christmas?
Is that Tim Burton's one?
Yeah.
I haven't seen that.
Oh.
I'm anti-Tim Burton, so...
Oh.
I don't know. Other than the Batman movies he did, I haven't really seen anything that I liked.
What about Edward Scissorhands?
Didn't like it.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of the big one that launched him.
And Johnny Depp probably, right?
And Johnny Depp, right?
Because that was... I don't remember Johnny... Well, he was in, 21 Jump Street, a TV show.
Yeah.
And he had a bit part in the original Nightmare on Elm Street. But I think Edward Scissorhands is what really kind of... Because he was really big for a long time, you know?
Yeah, he's not so big anymore. Neither is Tim Burton, though.
No.
When's the last time you can't even think of the last really good Tim Burton movie?
For me, Batman.
Wow, that's 80s.
Yeah. Like I said, none of his movies appeal to me. What's the other one he did? Sweeney Todd?
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't like that because it's a musical.
Colin gave it a thumbs up.
I think, now Johnny Depp is in that, correct?
Yeah.
Because I think initially it was supposed to be, believe it or not, Russell Crowe.
Oh.
And I don't remember what happened, but Tim Burton ended up getting Johnny Depp instead.
Huh. What about, he did Alice in Wonderland?
I haven't seen that.
I think they...
Yeah, he doesn't do a lot of normal stuff.
Maybe he did a couple of those. Johnny Depp's in that too. Johnny Depp's the Mad Hatter.
Isn't there like Alice look through the Looking Glass or something too? Is that Tim Burton too?
Yeah, I think so. I think he did 2 of them. I don't know. It's interesting. That's kind of an interesting movie. I don't know if I've really sat down and watched it start to finish.
What, Alice in Wonderland?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to look up Tim Burton.
Yeah, really. Tim Burton's just kind of like gone by the wayside. He was really big for a while.
Yeah.
I love this movie, though. I love Nightmare Before Christmas, and I saw it when it came out in the theaters in New York. And
was that early 90s probably?
Yeah, or mid-90s. It was before I moved up here, so it had to be, before, say, 95. So I really got into it. I thought it was really cute and fun. It's kind of like claymation, I guess. It's something like that. It's like an animation, but it's not really drawn. It's
Sleepy Hollow? Was that Tim Burton?
It probably was, yeah.
That was Johnny Depp.
I like the music to it. The music's done by Danny Elfman, who used to be the front man for Oingo Boingo.
Oingo Boingo?
Oh, yeah. You ever hear their music? Dead Man's Party?
Never heard of them.
Back in New Wave days, they were a Los Angeles band in the New Wave days, and they had a few songs that come out.
iPads give me a hard time. It's only showing me stuff that he produced, not directed.
And it's become kind of a cult thing. So like you see like the Nightmare Before Christmas stuff, like Jack Skellington and whatever that girl's name is.
Have you heard of Captain Sparky versus the Flying Saucers?
No. That's Tim Burton?
Tim Burton, yep.
When did he do that?
It's a short.
Oh.
2013. Oh, he was just a producer on it. He didn't direct it.
Oh, maybe it's one of those shorts they put on.
Corpse Bride. Did you see that?
Oh yeah, I own that one. That's a good one.
Oh, he did Beetlejuice, didn't he?
He did Beetlejuice, right? That was the big one.
I didn't mind Beetlejuice.
That was probably before Edward Scissorhands.
I think it was, because it says he's an executive producer on Beetlejuice 2.
Oh, geez.
Are you serious? It's been like 30 years almost.
I wonder if Michael Keaton's coming back for that one. That's Gina Davis, Alec Baldwin.
Yeah. Ed Wood. That was a big
Wood.
one he did.
It was. Yeah.
What's
Frank
guy?
Langella?
Martin Landau won.
Martin Landau.
He won Best Supporting Actor for that.
Right.
Over Samuel L. Jackson from Pulp Fiction and Morgan Freeman from Shawshank Redemption.
Huh.
So that's impressive because those two were very, very good performances. I tried watching Ed Wood and I just couldn't get into it.
No.
I
watched it when it came out. I remember enjoying it. But really, I mean, we're even talking about these movies are quite a while ago.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Ed Wood was 1994. Didn't
Tim Burton, he came out with something, didn't he do like Mrs. Something's School for Unusual Children or something like that. I thought it might have been, yes. I thought he did something along those lines. Anyway, he's kind of gone by the wayside.
Yeah. He's got 40 credits for directing, it says. Just trying to get it on.
What about Bad Santa? I think you turned me on to that one.
Yeah, I watched that a couple of weeks ago.
That's become like one of my Christmas favorites. I watch it every Christmas.
I haven't watched the sequel because I don't want it to ruin it. Because sequels that are made that far apart, they're not going to be any good.
Right.
So that's why I'm surprised they're doing Beetlejuice too. It's like 30. I think they said 88. Beetlejuice came out.
Yeah, that's kind of ridiculous.
So that's like 35 years. That's a long time for a sequel.
Well, I'm wondering about that with Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters got a bad review, but yet I looked on IMDb.
It's making money.
Last time I looked at IMDb, people were digging it. So,
Really?
Yeah, it was up. It was way up. It was at like 7.8, 7.6.
Wow.
So I imagine it probably, and that was the weekend it came out. So I can't imagine it's dropped very much.
That's probably higher than the original.
I'll bet it is.
Did you like the original?
I think it was okay. I don't think I was like, jumping up and down over it, but I thought it was okay because I was, Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, Harold Ramis.
I saw it in the theater when I was a kid. I thought it was all right.
Yeah, it was cute. I mean, it was like to take a comedy and put special effects in it. I don't think they had done much of that before.
That's like one of the 80s movies that I don't own. I didn't like that one. 7.6 for Afterlife.
Yeah, it still hasn't fallen. So, wow. People are digging the movie.
Yeah.
So ignore the critics on that one. Word of mouth is good on it. So let's see, we talked about National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. How about this one, Love Actually?
I haven't seen that. I remember you talked about that a while ago, and you said it was really good.
Yeah, it comes up on Christmas list.
It's like Hugh Grant, right? Colin Firth, like Keira Knightley.
I'm trying to think who else is in
right?
it. Yeah, it's a pretty good cast. It's pretty
that's
big.
what I thought.
It's one of these movies where it's got a lot of different plots going on. It's probably got about like 4 or 5 different plots going on. Hugh Grant is the Prime Minister of England, and he's single for some reason. I don't exactly remember why. Maybe he was divorced or his wife died. And anyway, so I guess they're trying to fix up the prime minister, and some people are for it, and some people are against it. It's pretty funny. It's a cute movie. It doesn't get super high on Rotten Tomatoes.
7.6 on IMDb.
Yeah, people like it.
That's pretty good.
It happens around Christmas time and stuff.
Oh, Liam Neeson's in it too.
I would find it hard to say it's not a good. People wouldn't like it. I can see that one being pulled in as a Christmas favorite.
What about The Holiday?
The Holiday. Oh, yeah.
With Cameron Diaz, Jack Black, Jude Law, and Kate Winslet.
I was just looking at that, and I was thinking about it. I remember the concept of it, but I don't really remember the movie, so it didn't make a huge impression on me.
Don't they switch homes for the holidays?
Yeah.
Because Kate Winslet lives in England, and Cameron Diaz lives somewhere in America. I don't know. And then they switch, and then they fall in love with Cameron Diaz, Jude Law, and then
right.
Kate Winslet, and Jack Black. That much I know, but
yeah, Jude Law is like Kate Winslet's brother.
Right. Okay, that's what I thought.
And I forget what the Jack Black connection was to Cameron Diaz. I can't believe they were going out or anything before that.
No. But so you did see it? So it wasn't memorable, is what you're saying?
No, yeah, I don't remember much about it.
That's not going to be on Don's Christmas list this year.
No,
definitely.
I would recommend Love Actually before that one.
I think I'm going to check out Love Actually because I've heard you mention it a few times.
Actually, I think I wrote it down. The Holiday.
Oh, you did?
Right?
Well, it's
so
just
to talk about
up.
See if you'd have seen it.
The Holiday popped up on this when it says more movies like this. So I figured I'd ask if you'd seen it.
It was
Scrooged.
Scrooged. I haven't seen that in years.
I was going to watch it last night and I didn't. I've seen that movie so many times. That's a really fun Christmas movie. Bill Murray at his best, really. I used to like Bill Murray a lot more back in the day. He doesn't really do as much.
Yeah, he does straight stuff now.
Yeah. He was great in Lost in Translation. Did you see that?
I did, yeah. I own that somewhere.
He was a very bad poor sport when he did not win Best Actor. And I ever since then, I've kind of liked him less because of it. Because I thought, he didn't have to act the way he did. But.
Well, he had some kind of ongoing feud with Harold Ramis. Harold Ramis, I think he directed Groundhog Day.
Yeah.
He did. I think so. And he was in the Ghostbusters with him and stuff. And supposedly those guys had some kind of a big falling out. I want to say after the Groundhog Day.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so I guess there's a dark side to Bill Murray and stuff too.
I think so.
Bill Murray, if you look him up, Bill Murray's had a couple of movies. He had something that came out within the past year or so that sounded really interesting. So he's doing stuff, but it's not big budget. It's not,
Right.
high on the radar, but it's well-regarded things he's been coming out with.
So we are, it looks like we're going to have a 2 weeks off because the station's closed for Christmas and New Year's. But we do have a new concept to try starting at the beginning of the year to try to mix it up a little bit. But that's all the time we have this week. So
Well, wait, before we stop, though, I got to ask you, right?
What?
The Christmas Carol, probably like the big popular Christmas story. What's your favorite version of that, the Christmas Carol?
It's kind of Scrooged is basically
Scrooged?
Christmas Carol, isn't it? Yeah, I would say that's my favorite.
Yeah, I guess there's an old one, but I remember there's one, and the library has it with George C. Scott. That's one that comes up all the time. You see it for sale.
I don't think I've seen that.
Walmart.
Yeah, no, I don't think I've
That
seen
one's
that one.
good.
But yeah, so that's our show for the week. I'm one of your
Happy
hosts, Joey
holidays.
Powers.
I'm Don Tretler. These are the ones you don't want to miss.
Gentlemen, you can't fight in here. This is the war room. Here's Johnny.
Go ahead. Make my day.
Life moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.